Okay, guys, this is how we're going to use the audio statistic plugin to check what our stats are using Reaper for the ACX. We're going to come over to the master channel, and we're going to come in here to the GAS, and we're going to type in AUD, and you'll see it brings up audio statistics. We're going to say OK. Now, at this point, all we're going to do, guys, is render this audio file. We want this to tell us what this file is as far as the specs go. Okay? So we're going to come up to File, Render. We're just going to name it 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to be in mono. We do not need the tail. We're going to be a 44.1. Now, down here, the encode, this is something new with Reaper. We're going to change this to a -2. This was updated recently, constant bitrate. We are at the MP3. We're going to click Add Rendered Items to New Track and Project. We're going to say Render 1 File. Now, this is what we're looking for over here, guys. This is what it's going to tell us what our specs are. The numbers you see up here, this is going to be our noise floor. Okay, then the peak, the left and right. Okay, this is true peak. And then our RMS is right here. Now remember, we want to be between a -23 and a -18. -18 being the loudest, -23 being the softest. Our true peak, we don't want any more than a -3. I'm going to go a -3.5. Our noise floor has to be a maximum of a -60. Okay, so we're pretty close in our specs right now. So we're at a -24. I want to be at a -20. So I'm going to add 4.5 dBs to the volume adjustment plugin. So we're going to go back. And we're going to come back over here. We're going to come in here now and type in VOL. Okay, here's our volume adjustment. Remember now we're over here in the JS folder for the plugins. So what I say, 3.5, 3.5. Now, guys, when we start messing with the volume, everything else is going to change. This right here is always going to be the same. I'm going to go a -3.5. Okay. Now, very important. I'm going to take the volume adjustment, left mouse click, and slide it up. I want the audio statistics to be on the very bottom of our FX chain. And I'm going to say render this project again. Let me move this out of the way. I've got to keep this up. If I close this down, once I start to render, I cannot bring anything up. I'm going to say render. I'm going to say overwrite. And let's see what it tells us now. Now remember, guys, this is after you've done all your editing. This is when you've taken all the ums and the ahs and the, the mistakes that you made as you previously recorded. This is when you're getting ready to render this to the specs for the ACX. All right, guys, and here we go. Now, as you can see, we're at a -20.79, right exactly where we want to be. Okay, we're in between that -18 and -23 for our RMS level. We're at a -3.51. Again, the maximum is a -3. We just gave ourselves half a dB of headroom. That's all. Our noise floor is a -76.12. Okay, the maximum is a -60. So we have just now met every single requirement for the ACX. All right, take care, God bless, and we are out of here.